Hello everyone, how you doing? And welcome back to Skye and Evan in the morning. And today we're gonna be talking about a movie Evan recommended. It is David Cronenberg's Crash, a movie about people who have a car crash fetish. Um,
Yep.
yeah.
Uh, I I was it was really was just that's all I knew about this movie. I'd heard like people are connected because they have a thing for getting into car accidents, and I was like, all right, that sounds interesting. Um because it is interesting, but the movie itself, it just goes into like the most explicit 90s just erotic thriller, and it's just
It is just constant sex scenes and there is no story.
well,
Cause
well
okay,
honestly,
you can say, okay, these people having a car crash fetish could be an interesting idea, right? And I can kind of understand. But the entire movie is like, oh yeah, car crash fetish. And it doesn't say anything else. It's just that for an hour and 40 minutes. Like, there's
yeah,
nothing
I mean,
interesting to say about it.
well, I just finished watching like the last half hour. Like I mentioned, I was too tired to finish it before. But it was kind of funny watching just the last 30 minutes, and it's just yeah, it really is just sex scene one, another sex scene. And it's like it's just more. It's like guys, are you gonna have some dialogue? You gonna have some care? Like Holly Hunter gets the shaft in this movie. She's good, but like we barely see her more than her husband, and she just
Does
like
she even care about her husband, really? Because I got the
I
impression she
don't think
didn't.
so. I I don't know. It's so
Cause
hard to
like I thought the
tell. And
kind of thing
then
was that like she kind of forced her husband to get into the car crash and die, and she had the seatbelt and her boob was
yeah,
out when it happened. So I don't know. I thought she liked the car crash she got into right at the beginning. Like she was already into the car crash stuff by that point.
well, exactly. It seems like she knows Vaughn, but again,
Yeah.
if that were the case, it's just something that's kind of unsaid between the two of them. They don't really no one really has earnest conversations, and again, it's like this weird cult, right? I'm like, yeah, and that like my favorite scene in the movie was the James Dean car crash. That was because you know Vaughn's being all charismatic, and it felt the most like what I figured the whole movie would be like. Because there's this huge group watching it, and I was like, I was hoping that that would be what it was, rather than just like because most of it just feels like you're following like maybe five people who just
Yeah,
kind of
then it just
rotate
becomes
fucking
about
each
a
other.
polycule just taking turns having sex. It's so it's so stupid. I felt like I was watching a porn movie.
Well, and on top of that, I don't even know what it's for because the whole thing is seemingly with the main characters anyway. They're like having affairs at the start, then the car crash thing happens, and then that's the line in the at the end of the movie, maybe in the next one. So it's like, what was the point of any of this then? Did it just is it just that their sex life and their marriage is that bad? Like, get a divorce. Uh,
No, I thought by that point they had like an open relationship where they fucked each other and fucked other people. Like that was the point. It's not that they were having an affair in the
well,
beginning. So much so that she even asks him like, "Did
well,
she come?"
Y yeah, exactly. It's like it well, that's what it is. It's like they almost but that's what I'm saying. It seems like their, like, romance is bad and they, like, they they get
I didn't get that
excited
at
by
all. I kind of thought that the
doing
two had a pretty healthy relationship. It's just that,
really?
yeah, I didn't
I
think that
thought
the point was that.
she
No,
seems really closed off and, like, maybe it's just
I
the
didn't get that
performance, but
impression. Maybe it is because well, that's another thing that I thought was hilarious. They all talk whispery. It reminded me of the Utopia jokes we made so much, especially the main
yeah.
character. They're all whispering all the time. Holly Hunter as well. Like I love you, Holly Hunter, but every time she talks, she's just like, yeah. So
Well
I had sex with him in that car.
well, and honestly, like James Spader, I found it hard to appreciate his performance because of exactly what you said. It was just like he's really quiet, really reserved. Like Elias Contillas, he was the guy that was the show stealer, really charismatic. The only movie I'd seen him in before was Zodiac, but it was It's kind of
I've seen
interesting
him in
seeing that.
Zodiac, but I remembered. I was trying to remember where it was from, and then I checked his IMDb. You're never gonna guess what character he played. He played Moriarty in House.
In House, really?
Yeah. The thing is
Well,
how they make a joke out of it. It's not actually Moriarty. It's just like a
okay.
hallucination from House. But he's in one episode and he shoots House. Um, in the neck. So yeah, it's yeah, he plays Moriarty. I was like, wait, I don't remember you. And then at the rest for the rest of the movie, I was just thinking, I can't believe this guy played was in House because it's such a like uh this movie
Yeah.
like I can imagine like being working on House and watching this movie and be like, I need that actor in my movie because like
Let's have him play Moriarty.
every actor in this movie, I'm just like, oh man, I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah. It it really does. Like, I want to be fair to this movie because I do think it's an interesting premise. I don't know about you. I think you could make something pretty interesting off of this, but my biggest problem was the characters. I so much of the movie is sex and so little is like conversation. They don't even really talk about why they think they get a rush out of being in a car crash. And
I mean,
the
there's
other
like
thing
one scene where
that
Vaughn mentions it, right? Of the like
yeah, yeah.
of
He
the
well, he
rush of
talks the most.
yeah. He well, that's why he's the best character in the movie. Um,
Yeah.
he's the one that has the
Well,
most character.
another thing that frustrated me was that, like, it doesn't even seem like it is the rush of crashing a car. Like, because there's so many scenes just, like, people are having sex in a regular ass car or a car that's just sitting. Like, the James Dean thing, I was like, I thought that was gonna be what the movie would be about,
Yeah.
people intentionally crashing cars
Well,
and,
yeah,
like,
they're just
and
always having sex, regardless, even if they're not in cars. They're always sex.
yeah. And I mean, that you get a little bit more because there's, like, quasi car chases at the end of the movie, but it's, like, too little too late because
But the
we've
car
already
cases
spent the
last
rest.
like 15 seconds.
Yeah. And
And
again,
then
like, I
Vaughn
don't
just kills
even
himself, and I was like, okay.
I you you t I honestly don't know why the fuck he did that. Like, I mean,
I don't
because
know.
he
I think that was like
I've
his project, right? I think that's what he said when he
well,
made main
yeah.
character get the tattoo. The point was like, this is my last project. This is my big project, and then I'm gonna kill myself chasing after you. It's gonna be so hot, I guess. And then they do that. So I was just like, okay, but what's the point? I don't know.
Yeah, like, for what? He gets, like, a tattoo, and it's like he calls it prophetic, but I'm wondering what the book is like, because apparently it's based on a book. Maybe
Yeah,
some of this is a little bit more, like, explicit and at the forefront, and, like, it's just the side effect of Cronenberg, like, being more visual, and I'll give him credit, like, it's kind of cool how they'll, like, show, like, people adjusting a seat belt or, like, the whole, like, peeling away at the sticker, like, they do the little details of cars, they find interesting ways to make it, like, look sexual or, like, intimate, and
yeah,
but it's just it really is the characters, that's what it all comes down to, it's so hard to care I when these people are just fucking each other the entire movie and not even talking.
yeah. I think we had the same experience.
Yeah, I I don't know, this is a frustrating one. Oh, well, if we don't have too much to talk about, a question, IRL that I, had last night. Have you ever been in a car crash?
No, I haven't. Well, kinda.
Ah,
Kinda. I was in my grandma's car once. My grandma was driving, my mom was in the passenger seat, I was in the back seat. I was really young. And this guy just cut in front of my grandma and she hit the back of his car, but it was like very light. Like the car was a little bit of a mess.
ah,
But I barely remember like I remember being in the car after the accident. I remember where we were going. But I don't remember like the feeling of like the car crashing or anything like that. I just remember afterwards. Um, and I remember my mom being angry at the guy who cut in front of my mom, my grandma. Um, yeah. What
yeah.
about you?
I yeah, I have actually, and, I've been in like the other one when you just said that I was in a car that hit a deer, like it just ran in the
Mm,
road. But yeah, in 2014 we were on our way to Interstellar, and it was raining, and it's just that like that stop you've always made where you're like approaching the intersection, like you just barely make it, but we just screeched into the intersection. We just like skidded basically forward. We couldn't stop, and it's a crazy thing to experience. Like it's hard to explain if you haven't had it like happen to you, but my God, like there's this denial, like it's like time stops. You're like, oh, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna go into the intersection. We're about to get hit by a car. And then just the world explodes. And then you got like to wait like a minute before you like appreciate what just happened. And like movies do that all the time. I love Whiplash doing that. There's a bunch of car crashes where people are just like, and they like it takes so long to recover. It's because it's a rush, you know. It's adrenaline. It's a
yeah.
crazy thing to happen to you. No one was hurt by like you'd be blown away if you saw a picture. I could probably send it to you. Like the car was gone, but none of us were hurt, which is amazing. So
Well, that's good. Well, yeah, that's the
I
beauty of cars. They're made so that they can withstand crashes and save the people inside. Well, older cars. Cars nowadays are no longer made like that. It's whatever. We're not gonna get into the politics of car making in this video, I'm afraid. But yeah, I don't know how much there is to say about this movie. It's a frustrating experience
they
because there's so little substance in it.
yeah. Well, just like something I was gonna throw in there, just because we may as well be petty. Um, the main character is like a film director. He's like a TV director, and we barely
But
see him
that's
doing his
barely a
job.
thing. When they showed him on
Yeah,
set later in the movie, I was like, "Wait, whose job is this?" And then they showed him. I was like, "Oh yeah." Like
well,
it's
there's
barely a
stuff
thing.
he
It's
could
just a
do.
random
What?
job. Yeah, I mean, he has the same name as the writer for the movie, right? The Ballard is the name.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to give him that job to be like his self-insert, I guess. Um,
That's
yeah, James
something, but
Ballard
it
is the same
barely.
thing. But I don't know. There's nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about Ballard, the character. So yeah.
Yeah, you could have done something interesting with like what he was doing as a filmmaker, or you know, hell, even have a scene like in one of his films where like a car was being crashed or something. Like I don't
Yeah,
know. It
something.
feels like every opportunity to like do something interesting or explain more about the characters, they just fall back on the NC-17 rating, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Evan, question that I always ask: do you recommend this movie?
No.
I think
I
that's
need to see
probably the
more.
first hard no from us.
I think so. Neither of us had seen it. I want to watch more Cronenberg, let me tell you, because I've
Yeah,
only seen The Fly and this. I need to see History of Violence. I haven't seen Naked Lunch.
I've seen
I
Friends
want
of the
to
Future.
get. Ooh, yeah. You mentioned that. That's his latest movie,
Yeah,
which you said was just kind of like. Most people were like
I thought it was
kind of
interesting.
on and off.
But I do need to rewatch it. But I did like it.
Yeah, I I'd love to get a little bit more of a read on him as a filmmaker. And like I say, he does interesting stuff here. There's the odd good scene. Like I do like the James Dean car crash. I liked the multi-casual incident where everyone is like kind of I love how the police and all the medics just let them go through
I
that
thought that was
kind of
hilarious. They're just taking pictures, and
um
the police are just like whatever.
but yeah, there's a couple of scenes in this movie that work really well, but the movie itself just feels indulgent. And if you're looking for good characters, it's just not really here. So
Yeah, I would say the same. I would say I would recommend this movie if you want to watch porn, I guess. But if you do that, you may as well watch like actual porn that doesn't involve
I
cars.
mean,
But maybe that's your fetish. Hey, I'm not judging, okay? If your fetish
yeah,
is cars and car crashes and you want to watch porn, watch this movie. Otherwise, I'd skip it personally.
Yeah.
I can't believe you made us watch that movie. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. It's so funny too. I mentioned it to my brother. Have you heard of the 2004 crash?
No.
That's weird. It won Best Picture in 2004.
Really?
Why would you not remember? Yes. And everybody hates it. It's like the black sheep. Everyone's like, dude, that was a sympathy Oscar. They just it was a product of its time and they just gave it to the movie that
Oh, it
no one
was
cared.
a
Yeah, every
9/11 movie, right?
no, I don't think so. It's just told out of order and all
Hmm.
weird.
Los Angeles citizens
I
with vastly separate lives collide and interweaving stories of race, loss, and redemption. Oh, I thought it was because Crash. It made
the,
sense to me.
what you just automatically assume whatever. Um yeah, but that movie shares the same title and it's kind of funny to that, you know, but
Probably better than
yeah.
this one.
Low key got me curious now. My brother
No,
hates
no.
it.
Oh boy.
um yeah. Little disappointing, but still interesting experience and you know.
Interesting experience. The least descriptive way you can say that this movie's bad. It was an interesting experience. Okay. Okay, well, today's episode is really short because just genuinely not a lot
Yeah,
to say.
Jesus, it's maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's been
Sorry.
16 minutes. Yeah. So, Evan, I'm afraid it's time for me to recommend something, and you're probably aware of what I'm gonna recommend. I'm very sorry that I have to do it, but
Hmm.
as as the resident trans person, I feel like I have to. It's my duty. But there's a movie that especially Brazilians hate at the moment because it's competing and probably will win
Oh,
best
fuck me.
best foreign language movie at the Oscars. Um, Probably will win, and the Brazilians are like very mad at that because we obviously have a Brazilian movie that's even been nominated for Best Picture, so that's cool. Um, and it's a movie about Mexicans and trans people. And so, Evan, we're gonna watch for next week Emilia Perez.
Woo!
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
The movie that every single person hates except for like awards people.
I I'd never heard of that movie. I'm convinced most people had not before it just got nominated for fucking everything. It was like the most under the radar and like I said with crap, that's what sucks about the Oscars sometimes. Sometimes like there's just a movie that just is it's the perfect storm and it just gets the cheat codes. It's like, dude, come on. There's so many better movies that came out in 2024, like Amelia Perez. You never know. I'm so
Yeah,
it's
maybe it's
a,
good, maybe
it's
it's
a
good.
crime musical because I've heard the music's awful, but like
Yeah.
I mentioned that to you. It's an interesting idea, like an action musical. I'm like, yeah, maybe, but like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's good. See, the thing is, I need to watch this movie because I want to hate on it because I'm Brazilian. And I need to know what it says about trans people because I've heard it's awful. And as a trans woman, I need to know. So it's just like, I have to watch this movie. I don't
it's
want
your
to.
duty.
It's my duty. I have to before the Oscars. Like, it's required of me. But I really don't want to. This is like the this is like when you recommended Deadpool and Wolverine, like knowing that we're gonna about to embark on a bad movie journey, but we have to. Deadpool and
I
Wolverine is
gotcha.
probably gonna be better, but whatever. Um,
Yeah. Okay, I didn't even hate that movie. I
I
really
mean,
didn't.
I did, but yeah, you did enjoy it.
All
uh,
right, Amelia Perez. Let's go.
let's go. Yeah, what? Jesus. Okay, so that was Crash, folks. And next week we're gonna catch you all with Amelia Perez. Uh, Good luck to us for having to watch that
Probably
movie. But yeah.
we'll probably have more to say because I
Oh yeah.
imagine you might be more pissed off. There
Yeah.
might be more of a conversation to be had if it's bad, but I'll
Yeah.
give it a fair shake.
I mean, yeah, it's worth giving it a fair shot. There's every chance that it's good actually. So who knows? So we'll catch you with that, and soon, hopefully, because it's almost been released in America, we're gonna watch I'm Still Here, the Brazilian movie, and we're gonna cleanse
Yeah.
ourselves from
I
that.
need to I need to like keep an eye on that in theaters because I don't want to miss it. There might
Mhm.
like be like a specific window for it when it comes to the States, but I would love to check that one out in theaters.
Yeah. And I would encourage you to do that just to support the movie, because especially as a foreign movie, it will not make that much money.
It is so cool that the lead actress was nominated for Best Actress. I
Yeah.
didn't I thought it wouldn't happen, but I love that when people that do not speak English for a role like get nominated for an Oscar
Mhm.
because
It's the
acting
first
is
time a
universal.
Brazilian has done it since her mother did, which is so really cool as well. So yeah,
Huh.
nepotism working. Um, all right. Well, folks, thank you. We'll catch you next week for Amelia Paris, and yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye. Catch you next week.